It's not a secret that the Nintendo Switch is rather weak in terms of hardware. Nevertheless, some developers have created real masterpieces in terms of graphics. Today we are taking a look at 5 of the most visually stunning games of all time. Have fun and welcome to the Switch Gems channel. Once again, we're dealing with a rather subjective topic. Feel free to write me in the comments which game was or is the most impressive for you. Before we start in the top 5, here's a few honorable mentions. Ni no Kuni: Wrath of the White Witch. Ni no Kuni is especially known for its incredibly strong cutscenes. The anime look is of course a matter of taste, but the game definitely deserves at least a mention in my eyes. Persona 5 Royal. Persona 5 Royal has its very own, almost polarizing graphic style. Even though I personally don't really like the style, it at least belongs in the honorable mentions here. New Pokémon Snap. Pokémon games are generally known for poor graphics. That's why I'm all the more pleased that with Pokémon Snap we at least got a game that I think can be mentioned in this era with a clear conscience. And now let's get ready for the top 5, as always in no particular order. Monster Hunter Rise. In Monster Hunter Rise, we go on a quest to hunt monsters as a hunter or a huntress with powerful weapons in our luggage. The gameplay itself is smooth and fluid, with players able to choose from a variety of weapons and armor sets to suit their playstyle. It also introduces new features such as the wire bug, which allows players to quickly traverse the environment and execute powerful attacks. But now let us get to the real highlight of the game. The graphics are stunning, with detailed environments and beautiful biomes. What impressed me the most was the design of the monsters. They look almost majestic and were designed with an incredible amount of attention to detail. Overall, Monster Hunter Rise is of course a must-play for fans of the franchise and for any action RPG fan. The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. I'm certainly not telling you anything new when I tell you that The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild is an exceptional game in every aspect, including its graphics. The game features a vast and breathtaking open world that is filled with diverse landscapes, from snow-covered mountains to lush forests and desolate deserts. A fantastic art style that creates a unique immersive environment, dynamic weather patterns and realistic lighting that changes depending on the time of day. Great character designs, and the monsters and bosses in the game are particularly impressive. In summary, the graphics in The Legend of Zelda BOTW are a feast for the eyes, creating a beautiful and immersive world that players will want to explore and discover every inch of. I strongly expect Tears of the Kingdom, its sequel, to look equally good or even better. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. The game's graphics are not as impressive on the Switch compared to other platforms, with lower texture and model detail, reduced draw distances and occasional frame drops. However, the developers have done an impressive job of optimizing the game for the Switch, given the system's hardware limitations. Despite the graphical downgrade, the game's world and characters are still impressive, with rich detail and engaging visuals that bring the world of The Witcher to life. The game's character models are especially impressive, with detailed faces and expressive animations that add depth to the game's storytelling. In my opinion, The Witcher 3 is still a must-play for any RPG fan, even if the graphics on a Switch version may not be as impressive as on other platforms. Metroid Prime Remastered. Metroid Prime Remastered is an updated version of the classic first-person action-adventure game that has been released on the GameCube in 2002. The graphics have been significantly improved with updated textures, lighting and higher resolution models. The game's art style is a unique blend of sci-fi and fantasy, creating a distinct visual identity that sets it apart from other games in the genre. The game's interface has also been updated in the remastered version with a new HUD that is easy to read and provides quick access to important information. For me, Metroid Prime Remastered is one of the best FPS games on the Switch and is an absolute recommendation not only for fans of the original. Crysis Remastered. Crysis Remastered is also a visually stunning first-person shooter game that has been updated for modern platforms, including the Nintendo Switch. While the Switch version of the game may not match the graphical fidelity of other platforms, it still managed to deliver impressive visuals on a Switch's hardware, just as The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. The game's environments are breathtaking, with lush jungles, detailed landscapes and realistic lighting effects that create a sense of immersion and realism. While the game may suffer from some minor technical issues, it is still a visually stunning game that is sure to impress fans of the original and newcomers alike. Playing Crysis on a handheld is quite something. Of course, there are many other games that have really convinced in terms of graphics. Would you like to see a second part? If you enjoyed the video, I would greatly appreciate a thumbs up and a subscription. Thanks for checking in and see you next time on Switch Jams.